guys, I just got this new bag of coffee from Caffeinery. It's an espresso blend. All right, so let's get into it. I have my espresso machine warmed up, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off. We're going to set some baselines. We're going to do 18 grams of beans. Um, okay, this looks like a medium roast. So let's see how that tastes. This is 14, 15, 17.5, 18. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the previous espresso settings as we had. Um, that worked pretty well for again a medium roast, but looks like this is both a natural and a washed coffee, whereas that was more of a sun-dried pulp coffee, so that had more processing on it, so it was probably easier to dial or harder to dial in. um, but yeah, let's see where this takes us. Okay, I'd be surprised if all right, so let's do our puck prep. In our puck prep, we we go with some WTT, some distribution for better tamping. Good morning. All right, so that's ready. We'll purge this out. Okay, let's see. So we don't have our first. Okay, we have our first drops at 10. Looks like it's a little bit finer. So yeah, I've definitely choked the shot. So I'm going to go a little bit closer now. So we are at 13. I'm going to go at 15. Okay, it's actually running very slow, so I might tweak it a little bit more. I'll go at 16. So the coffee is espresso yourself from Caffeinery. This is my first time trying out this coffee. So it looks like it's also this grinder takes around 5 seconds per click. So I was at 13, I went at 16. That should decrease like 15 seconds or so. But yeah, okay. I just let the shot run through, just so that I have an easier time cleaning the puck. So we're gonna try that again. This is probably what we're not going to drink, just because we know it ran. Okay. That's 18 grams of coffee. Ooh, it smells nice. There might be a chance, or might that I might have to decrease the dosage, um, just because it's overfilling the basket. Oops. Okay. Now it started to flow at the right pace. Let's have a look. Looks like a controlled flow. So you're gonna let it run for. Okay, that's it. So that is precisely on time, 32 or 31 seconds, and 37 grams out. Okay. While we wait for this to cool down, um, let's see what it tastes, what it says on the bag itself. It says taste profile is caramel, and it's a little bit fruity, mellow fruity. It's both a natural and a washed coffee. It's from Barbara Estate, 45,000 feet of elevation. So it says, hunted from the roaster to the estate. We're glad to share it with you. Espresso is considered as a drink for the pros, but this is a founder's favorite, etc., etc. Okay, cool. One interesting thing is they've also given a brew compass. This is called the the wheel, basically, where you can dial in your coffee. If it's too sour, you can increase the temperature to get it just right. If it's too bitter, you can reduce the temperature. If it's too weak, um, basically, increase water, reduce water, grind fine, um, etc. But this is for a manual brew and not for an espresso. But ideally, this wheel, it's called the Sartori's wheel. You can find it for espresso as well. All right. Let's give this a taste. Um, it's a little salty, so I might have to push a little bit further in the like I might have to increase the ratio. I've gone from 1:2, that is 18 in, 36 out. So what we'll do is we'll go 18 in, probably 40 or 42 out. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to reduce because it's just too full with the coffee over here. So I'll just reduce the dosage by 0.5 grams. So we'll go 17.5 in, and ideally it should be 35 out. Let's see if we take that to 40, how does that taste? But just giving this one more sip. Okay, it's pretty good. I'll just say just that one minor tweak might just work out for us. Okay, let's clean it up. Hey folks, in order to clean this, just use some hot water from here. I'll keep that over here. Okay, one last go. Should I keep it 18 or should I make it 17.5? Let's try with 17.5. I'm just a little bit more comfortable when the portfolio goes in easily. So I'll keep 17.5. If required, I'll grind a little bit finer. If this... Okay. That's the process of dialing in. You never know. Okay. Whoops. Cool. I think 17.5 should do the trick. I might have to grind finer, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay. So that's okay. Take one of our hot pucks from here. So it does seem to be running a little bit faster. Okay, still not that fast. Maybe a touch finer might help, uh, but it looks pretty good. So that is 17 in and 40 out. Yep, in 25 seconds. Okay, let's see. Let's give it a taste. Hopefully, we dialed in. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste more coffee. Um, I'll just keep it on a little bit, one setting finer, and that's where we'll start from tomorrow. Okay, taste test. Actually, yeah, pretty much dialed in. There, that was pretty much sour, even though that shot ran longer. There was sour because I think we were under extracted due to the ratios. This seems to be a perfect extraction. Like, um, it's it's not sour. It's actually it has pretty good complexity as well as sweetness. Um, it doesn't taste too bitter as well. Obviously, other than the crema part, um, but yeah, other than that, it's pretty good actually. If I get this a back-to-back shot within 25 seconds, I think we're pretty much dialed in. This seems perfect. Looks looks like I don't even have to make an adjustment. Cool. Uh, this has been a fun time. The first thing that I've done in the morning. Not even had my breakfast, so just a few coffees of the day. We've pulled 3 shots. The first one was way too long. We choked the machine at the shot ran at 1 minute. The second one ran at 32 seconds, but it was 18 in, 36 out. Um, that kind of there was basically a shorter shot. Like the ratios were a little too narrow. It was 1:2. And now we have increased the ratio to I think 1:2.5 probably. Yeah, or 1:2.4, and looks like we're pretty much dialed in. Um, this tastes amazing for this kind of espresso. I think, yeah, this would go very good in like a milk-based drink, even as its own. On its own, it's a pretty well balanced espresso. Um, yeah, even after cooling down, it's not giving that sharpness of an under extracted espresso. It's pretty much holding its own. It definitely drinking out of this cup rather than this cup. While this was a shorter ratio, 1:2, and this was a slightly longer ratio, this seems to have a little bit more body than this thing. So, if you're ever wondering if espresso cups make a difference, yes, it does. This feels like you have a little bit more body in the espresso. This feels a little bit thinner body. So yeah, just the way you perceive the espresso differs from cup to cup. All right, cheers. This was fun. I'll meet you in the next one. Bye bye.